Summit here in Newark, New Jersey. This is the beginning of day 2. I'm here with my friend Elena with Just AI. We met at CES. We then were at the Chattanooga event, the Alexa conference with Bradley Metrock. Shout out to Voice First FM and the audience there. We are streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, at all the Voice Summit AI channels, the Voice First FM channels. Bradley, thank you for opening it up. Ours for Attention Live and myself. And so wherever you're watching, thank you for your attention. And congratulations. I'm introducing you to somebody that is amazing. Elena.
Hi, Ian. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me here.
Yes. Well, we're glad to have you.
Glad to see you again.
I know.
After
I know.
half a year.
That's right. That's right. So tell the folks that are watching the live stream, tell us a bit about Just AI and what your team does.
Okay. Our company started to explore voice market back in 2011, and we have a proprietary conversational AI platform based on our NLU core, which is actually a Turing winner. And based on our platform, we develop different solutions for enterprise companies, for marketing agencies. We also have a voice game studio, and we create voice games for Amazon Alexa, for Google Assistant, not only for smart speakers, but for smart displays too. We partner with all the biggest companies here in United States, like Google Assistant as well, and we work within Europe and also in China. We have 4 offices globally, including UK, China, and also we have an R&D in Russia.
So R&D in Russia.
Yes.
An office in the UK, an office in China.
Yes.
And now you're opening a 4th office in the Silicon Valley?
Yes, we plan to set up an office in Silicon Valley. I suppose it will be Mountain View, closer to Google.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Yes,
I have a lot of friends that have offices in Mountain View. It's beautiful, nice people, very, very, very productive place in the world.
We hope so too. We were in Silicon Valley this May. We were invited by Google to Google I/O conference, and now we are one of the companies who are testing interactive canvas framework by Google. So we are participating in very close beta.
So your company is actually fairly large. Like you're not a startup. You've accomplished quite a bit as an organization. What's the main goal having an exhibit booth here? Are you trying to recruit new clients? Are you trying to recruit partners or talent? Are you hiring? So tell us a bit about what's the main goal of being at the Voice Summit for Just AI?
We have actually several goals. We are not so small. We are 100 already, and
100 employees.
Yes, okay. And 60 of them are developers and NLP engineers and computational linguists. And actually, what we do, we really follow our idea to be global and to provide our experience from one market to another one. For example, we are doing really good in China. And we know lots of companies who really want to enter Chinese market, but it's so complicated and no one knows what to do there. But we do know, we worked there for many years, and we would like to share our expertise for these companies. And the same way, we have Chinese companies who plan to go overseas, and they also don't know what's going on behind the great Chinese firewall and what's going on in the whole world. So we help these companies to go to Europe, to United States, and to Russia as well. So this is our main goal. So we don't just look clients here, that wouldn't be correct, but we look for partners who are interested in our experience.
How many languages do you speak?
Personally,
yeah.
I speak 3 languages.
Which 3?
Russian for sure, English, and a bit Polish.
Okay.
I don't know Chinese, but we have lots of stuff in China, and our general manager of China is also here.
So the reason I asked about the languages is you've gone to a lot of different events, right? Because we met at CES. Bradley, his big
Yes,
event,
right.
this one, and you go to many events. So why come to the Voice Summit? Like, so first of all, just in English, like, why should people come here? I'm interested in your perspective on that. And then I was going to ask if you'd tell people in Russian why they should come next year. Because we don't have, I haven't had anybody that speaks Russian I could ask to do that. It's your native language. And so I would love to invite people from that region to come and participate with us next year. And so I thought you'd be the right person to do that. But maybe first in English, like, why come here? Are you happy that you're here? Do you want to come back again next year? What can we do to make it better? So tell us a little insight on the event.
I must say that we are already promoting your conference because we really think this is the main voice event, global voice event, and lots of market insights, lots of interesting people and new companies. So if you want to stay on the roll, you have to go here. And I also would like to mention that in Russia, we host our own conference dedicated to conversational AI. This is the first business conference in Russia, and we already had two. The last one was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yes, and it's very popular, and this is really the main event in Russia. And we would be happy to partner with this conference and maybe provide some speakers from Russia, because Russian market is very progressive in terms of conversational AI and voice technologies, and much more progressive than I think most of European countries.
Right.
Yes, and we would love to come next year here and maybe invite you to Russia to speak in Russian conferences too.
I'll need a translator. I'm in. Count me in. Put me on the schedule. I'll come.
I will.
I'll just need a translator, and I can do live streaming from your event. Can you invite people in Russian to come to this event next year?
I'm inviting.
Because I think that we want to reach more and more people internationally. And of course, many people understand English, but it'd be nice for them to hear in their own language what this is like for you. So I'm just going to sit here and smile. And if you could do that, then we could watching live, but especially the archive we can use. So would you mind doing that for us?
I would love to invite people from United States and companies to attend our conference in Russia, and the next one will be in November in Moscow.
Okay.
This one was in St. Petersburg because of White Night, and this is the most beautiful place.
That's where your office is, right? St.
Yes,
Petersburg?
our R&D office is in Moscow, but we also have a sales office in. We have R&D in St. Petersburg and sales office in Moscow.
That's great.
Yes, so we would love to invite and to speak because we have lots of slots at the moment. Yes, the conference is already international because companies come from all over the world.
And how many people do you expect to come to your conference in November?
In November, we expect more than 1,000 because this time we had 850. The first one was 400. This time was 850, and it will be more 1,000.
And how many days is the conference going to be?
It will be 2 days.
Okay, got it. Well, do you have the exact dates? What is it?
Not yet.
Okay.
But
it's in Moscow?
Yes, this one will be in Moscow, so maybe I can leave my contacts somehow. Yes, and to share the date as soon as we have it.
And will you be hiring at your office in Silicon Valley? Are you looking for local people there?
Yes, definitely. We look for local people. We try to find local staff in each country. For example, in China, we have only Chinese employees. In UK, we have British people. Yes, and in United States, we will have American people.
Wonderful. Any final thoughts as we kind of wrap up our interview? Anything else you want to share with us?
Actually, I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very excited about what's going on here. And I wish you good luck with your activity. It's very important what you do because you're broadcasting and you share the information to as many people as possible. It's really very important to develop our industry and to have give people opportunity to know more about what we do here. It's really very important. Thank you so much.
Yes. Well, for those watching online, thank you for your attention. I'll be back quickly with another interview here at the Voice Summit.
Thank you, Yan. Have a good day.
Hey. I'm
That's loud.
Jen.
Welcome
Welcome.
to the Voice Summit here in Newark, New Jersey. And look at that man right there. I'm live, otherwise I come tackle you, hug you real hard, take your breath away. That's my friend Alex over there. I'll have time for Alex. Jen,
Yes.
I work for you. What are we doing?
Okay, so today we are second day here at Voice Summit. We're going to be doing live streaming interviews all day. Ian was a badass yesterday doing his.
I was super naughty.
Yeah, with
So bad.
he was hosting a bunch of good conversations and content. You should probably check that out on our Voice Summit Facebook page for day one. Now we're at day two. We're here with this beautiful backdrop, Attention Live. Thanks so much for coming and supporting
So glad
us.
to be
You
here.
know, it's been really awesome.
honored.
We have 2 live streams going right now on the Voice Summit page. We have the main expo. The main stage out there. We have the live streaming theater in here, and I don't know if you can't see, but there's a bunch of startups surrounding us. Last night was the startup reception. Tonight
awesome.
So awesome. I didn't have to move, which was fabulous because I just was here
That makes
all
life so
day.
much easier.
At least there's windows or light. But that was last night, the startup reception. Tonight we have the awards, the Alexa Cup, which will be really exciting. And yeah, so I just hope you guys can tune in. I'm going to be doing some interviews. I'm going to interview Pete Erickson, the founder of Motive and the founder of Voice Summit. That will be later this afternoon. We have a fun interview coming up with another female CEO who is here exhibiting outside on Instagram Alley, Allison Greenberg. She'll be up pretty shortly, and yeah, just tune in. We're gonna have a fun time.
It's gonna be awesome.
Anything to say?
Oh,
sorry,
well,
you already have one.
So what I want to say, I would say that it's been really fun to work on this project with you. I think that Pete has developed an incredible team. It's really cool to see how he has built out a team that I think like 80% of the staff are women. It's like
Yep.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's been cool to see how inclusive this event is. You know, there's just every age, every ethnicity, 26 different countries are represented.
26 different countries. We have.
You know.
We're expecting 5,000 attendees around the world. We have students here, about like 400 students from the Newark area, which is awesome. Or I like to call them scholars. That's the kosher way to call students these days. You know, I'm from the 90s, so early 90s kid over here. But yeah, they're great, and they're just hungry for learning and innovation. I mean, our first attendee, Jeremiah, he's a young scholar, and he was here, the first attendee, 7 a.m., second year back, and it's just great to see this community grow, and it's only been 2 years, so it's pretty
amazing.
awesome.
Yes. Well, for those watching the live stream, thank you for your attention. For those over here on my phones, because we can't live stream to every
Peace, love,
place
voice.
on Twitter.
That's a good one.
Sorry you can't hear us well, but I'm trying to build software at Attention Live to solve this problem. And we're going to go on the main stage.
Yeah.
And I'm going to introduce you everybody because you're going to man the stage,
yes.
the stage.
I'm going to woman the stage.
You're going to woman the stage for a
Yes.
while.
Yep.
And I think your first interview's with a female CEO.
Yes. So we're just
Good.
going to have a little fun conversation. There she is.
There she
hey,
is.
Allison.
So why don't we go and get that ready?
Awesome.
We'll be right back with
Tune in.
more here at the Voice Summit in Newark, New Jersey.
Signing off. One.
Welcome to the Voice Summit here at Newark, New Jersey. We are at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. For those watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, thank you for your attention.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Jen Sherman, the engagement manager here at Voice Summit, running all the social marketing, and it's been a really good time so far.
It has. I'm Ian Utilli, and I work for Jen. What should I do now?
Introduce Allison.
Okay, Jen is going to be womaning the stage. Is that the right phrase? Womaning?
I'm not really sure. I'm not grammar.
It feels like
I'm
just
not really
saying
good at
manning is
grammar.
inappropriate. But Jen is going to lead this stage for the next couple hours. We're going to be doing several interviews with different founders. We're going to start with Allison, who's the CEO of
A Flow Studio.
That's right. And then after that, we have different demos happening every 15 minutes from 11 to 1. So it should be fast-paced. So you'll see Jen up here. I'll be down there kind of doing the pre and post interviews. Brett Kinsella is also doing some interviews with some incredible people that are leading the voice industry. So we are excited.
Very
and
excited.
I'm thankful to be able to do this with you.
Yeah, this is fun. Look
All
at
right.
this. What a treat.
It is.
What a
so
treat.
in just a moment, I'm going to introduce Allison down at the pre-interview stage, and then she'll be up here to sit down and have a nice, relaxed conversation with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do this.
We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to the Voice Summit here in Newark, New Jersey. I'm here with Allison from Flow, and you are helping develop and lead the voice tech industry. So thanks for what you do. I'm glad that you're involved in this industry.
Trying.
Yeah, well, everybody needs to keep trying because I think voice is the next interface and the last interface. What do you think? Tell me why be at Voice Summit? Why take the responsibility of leading a company in this industry? Tell the folks watching a little bit about yourself before you jump up on the main stage with Jen.
Yeah, happily. Thanks for having me,
Yep.
Ian. So why voice? To me, it's actually why voice and chat. So for us at Flow, we are a conversation design studio, and we believe that voice absolutely is the next big interface. We think it will replace chat, it will replace messaging, it will replace apps, it will replace, in many ways, web. But we need chat, right? So we build a lot of multimodal experiences, and we build them for a variety of industries. But depending on who your audience is, and now
Yeah.
we believe in inclusive design. So we need to include folks who are vision and hearing impaired, who have a range of disabilities. For some of those folks, voice is it.
Right.
For those folks, for people driving, for people exercising, for people cooking, voice is it. But chat is a really powerful way, and multimodal is a way to get the most out of voice.
Yeah.
So we need to integrate screens with voice, and obviously that's being done on devices everywhere. All
Right.
the giants are doing it. But we, as a conversation design studio, took it on as our responsibility to ensure that not only is the tech there, but the inputs.
Yeah.
That's what defines the outputs. How is it written?
That's right.
How is it researched? What's the user experience?
Yep.
Is it built for everyone, or is it
Yeah.
just built for some of us? And so as a female CEO, that's really why I'm here, is because you got to see it to be it, and I want to inspire other women to do what a lot of women in this space are doing, to take the reins and to make sure that voice is done in a socially conscious and responsible way.
Awesome. Well, I'm a mentor at the Female Founder School, which is a incubator inside of Twitter.
Awesome.
And so I've had a great time getting to know amazing women that are founders. It's a hard road no matter what your gender, age, ethnicity, where you're from, doesn't matter. It's very difficult to start a successful company. So congratulations on getting to this point, and may
Thank you.
prosper in all that you do.
Thank you. Same here.
Good, good. So in just a moment, you will see Allison from Aflow on the stage with Jen Sherman, another woman that is a founder and CEO of her company, the Influencer Collective, and then also she helps lead the marketing here for Modev, which puts on the Voice Conference. So thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate your attention, and we'll be right back.
Hello, we are back. Hello, we're back with Voice Summit live streaming theater here in Expo Hall. We'll be doing a series of interviews this afternoon with founders and demos and all the fun stuff. So let's start off with, I can't forget to introduce myself. I'm Jen Sherman. I'm the engagement manager here at Voice Summit, running all the social and marketing. I'm also the founder of the Influencer Collective, based in DC, and I'm excited to introduce you to Allison Greenberg. She is the CEO of A Flow Studio. Welcome, Allison.
Thanks so much, Jen. Really excited to be here.
So briefly, can you just give us a little background on you and your story, and then we're gonna hop into a live demo of A Flow?
Absolutely, yeah. So A Flow is a conversation design studio based in the Bronx. My name is Allison Greenberg, and I'm here with my co-founder, Seth Miller. And we founded A Flow about a year ago when we looked around and saw AI taking hold, automation becoming an incredibly powerful force in our lives. But as experts in branding, especially verbal branding, user experience, and writing, we care about language.
Totally.
We care about words. And voice and chat run on words.
Yep.
So there's some incredible tech minds here at Voice. They understand the technology. They've built the systems that we can build with. We're actually not a platform company like a lot of folks here. We're a services agency, and we create the words. We put the content into Alexa, into a voice experience, into a bot, and actually we started with chatbots.
Right.
We put the content in there that's going to compel people, that's actually going to make your system work well, that's going to make people want to engage. And it's time, because chat and voice have been around for a little while now.
They have been.
We've just reached the point where adoption is getting a nice big lift. But with adoption getting that lift, we see conversation design as like a second-class citizen.
Right. And I just think this is really interesting because being in the digital world, right, doing marketing and really being able to understand and be ahead of the game, and chatbots, I mean, Facebook's rolled out chatbots, messenger bots, probably about a year and a half ago. And at first, you would have to use like ManyChat or something to integrate into Facebook. But now essentially, as a user who, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm tech savvy, but I can essentially create my own chatbot within Facebook, which is crazy, right? So as a company, how are you continuing to kind of keep up and be ahead of the technology and automation so you can, still stay relevant?
Yeah, so I mean, we just leave the technology and the automation to the experts. A lot of what we build at A Flow is built on Dialogflow, which is an incredible Google product. When we build Alexa skills, we're using an Alexa system, right? But what's critical is, how do you build dialogue?
Yep.
How do you find the words to put into the experience? If you're using Dialogflow, for example, what's the dialogue? And what do you put in there as a call to action to compel people? How do you keep conversations flowing? Hence the name of Flow.
A Flow.
That's how we stay ahead, is that we're experts in writing. And what's interesting is we're at a tech conference, right? There's people all over with really varied interests. We love this community because it's so interdisciplinary. There are English majors, there are computer systems engineers, there are HR people, there are math and science experts. We are experts in the language and the user experience. And we apply 2 principles of conversation design to make sure that every single system works. We have experienced so many chatbots and so many voice skills that are hard to talk to.
They are. And,
right?
and I think it's a very crowded market right now, and that's where, how do you differentiate yourselves, right? And stay ahead of the competition.
Yeah, so 2 things. We're differentiated by our philosophy and by the standards that we use to hold ourselves accountable. Every experience that we design at A Flow has to do 2 things. 1, it has to be designed circularly. I'll talk about that in a sec. And 2, every single voice experience needs a job description. You wouldn't hire a member of your team without giving them a job description. That skill is a member of your brand team, right? It represents you in the world. It's a piece of brand collateral. I worked at Omnicom branding agencies for years, and everybody talked about how every touch point is a chance to bring your brand to life. Well, skills are failing brands right now because they don't bring brands to life. They're not written in brand voice. So in the branding world, we write brand voice principles. Like, this brand is simple, human, and honest. If your skill sound simple, human, and honest, if it doesn't have a clear job description, and here's our philosophy at Flow is your skill, your voice experience needs to do one or two things well.
So since I could probably talk for a really long time about this, so we can take some of this conversation offline or continue it on another podcast or live stream, but can you show us the bot in action?
I would love to. So everybody who's here watching or those on live stream, is anyone here an NBA fan? Anyone an NBA fan?
There we go.
Okay, we've got one or two. Do you know who Russell Westbrook is? What do you think of Russell Westbrook? She's nodding her head. It's Westbrook time. Yeah, Westbrook just got traded. Huge moment. Oklahoma City is going to be pretty butthurt for a pretty long time. But Russell Westbrook has a lot of fans in this world. He also has a lot of detractors because he's kind of an a-hole. But listen, Russell Westbrook can't reach out to every single one of his fans in this world because he's one person with one PR team. So we built Russell Westbrook a chatbot. Now, this was when he was still with Oklahoma City, but we're very excited to bring him to life through this chat experience. It integrates all of his media properties. You can get to his sneakers, his book, his charitable foundation, and we're very excited to also be building a voice experience for Russell Westbrook. So watch this space.
Yes.
Voice and chat experiences for influencers. So I'm going to demo.
That is very cool.
We call him Westbot. You guys can check him out on Facebook Messenger right now. Westbot with a 0 as the O.
Typically replies instantly. I wonder where that is.
Very responsive. That's
Good
because he's a bot.
chatbot.
He's completely a bot. There is no real human.
But he knows,
But he has crunched thousands of hours of Russell Westbrook's actual dialogue. If anyone wants to know how we built this, come talk to me. All right, so what should we say to Russell Westbrook?
Be like, yo, what's up?
Yo.
What's your favorite food?
Well, let's start with yo, what's up? I think that's a great question.
We don't have to go right into it, maybe like just be friendly.
Yo, what's up, Russell Westbrook?
Just trying to win. Ha! That's hilarious.
So we said, yo, what's up? And Russell Westbrook's chatbot said, just trying to win. Now, we have buttons here because we believe in guiding the flow. If you want to hit a button, you have a guided flow right here. Or you can ask him a natural language question. Now, this is the difference between the bots we built at Flow and the chatbot for customer service that you got so tired of, you threw your computer against the wall.
Totally. Always happens to me.
Natural language is an option because we're using Dialogflow. We've got Google's natural language processing baked in. Or you can hit a button. Do you want to hit a button or do you want to ask a question?
I want to hit a button.
Hit that button, girl.
Fashion. Oh. Well.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Why not?
Our internet connection here looks a little slow. So she asked Russell Westbrook's chatbot that we built at a Flow studio in New York City. She asked fashion. He said, why not? Russell Westbrook is an incredible fashion icon. He was at Paris Fashion Week just this year. A lot of brands sponsoring this man, so there's a lot of ad dollars involved in talking about fashion on a chatbot in his media property.
Can I go again?
Yeah, absolutely. Honor the gift. Any Westbrook fans out here, Russell Westbrook fans, you know what honor the gift is? No? Check it out. It's his line of clothes. So we're talking to Russell Westbrook's chatbot right now. Jen just asked about honor the gift, and he said this line was inspired by growing up in inner city LA. There's his downtown polo. Every media property that Russell Westbrook owns, every dollar that Russell Westbrook makes, you can access it through this chatbot. His jerseys, his sneakers with Jordan Brand, his book called Style Drivers, his Why Not charitable foundation. So what do you want to do? Do you want to check out his polo? Let's see it. So we click on the polo, check it out, and the chatbot drives us straight to an e-retail experience. You want to buy that polo that Russell Westbrook made? You're right here in the ecosystem. So you can scroll down, check out his polo. That's not Russ, but that's a nice looking man. and you can buy a $74 polo if that's your thing. If it's not your thing, let's go back. And let's send him another message. I think you get the picture.
Yeah.
But if anyone wants to check out Russell Westbrook's Chatbot, go on Facebook Messenger and hit Westbot with a 0.
Westbot with a 0.
Whoops. How do we get out of this now?
I really want that polo, clearly. He knew.
So yeah, that's Westbot. This is an example of the dynamic chatbots that we build at Flow. This is not your average chatbot. We do not build with linear decision trees. Decision trees will die. Anyone who does conversation design or builds experiences for voice or chat, I know decision trees are the tools you've been given, but they are not the tools you need.
Yes.
We believe in circular conversation design, Jen. So what that means is conversations, like the one we're having right now,
Yes.
are a circle.
Totally.
We could talk about anything. We could talk about what it means to be a woman entrepreneur.
Yep. No, 100%. And this has been awesome. Unfortunately, we do have to wrap up.
Oh.
I know. I don't like it. I love
But
her. I love her.
Please do check us out
Yes,
at
check-
www.aflow.id.
Yes.
We are a conversation design studio based in the Bronx. We were just accepted into the New Inc. Accelerator at the New Museum in New York
Amazing.
City. And we're here with Meredith Corp, Skilled Creative. We're really excited about the future of voice. And if you need conversation design, call us.
Call him. Thank you so much. This was awesome. Yes. All right. We're going to be back with you shortly. I'm your host, Jen Sherman, and we'll see you soon.